I want to speak to somebody who's suffering with mental illnesses, depression, not feeling good enough, feeling like you're less than a person. You know, my advice to you is you got to learn how to love yourself, really, honestly, wholeheartedly, 100%. The good, the bad, the damn right, ugly demons that keep on resurfacing, okay? You can't be your biggest enemy. If you're your biggest enemy, you're never going to live the life that is going to be happy, fulfilling, hopeful, okay? And if you have people around you that are keep on reminding you of how many times you messed up, or all the mistakes you've done in the past, or how you're not good enough, and how you're not a great person, a great father, a great provider, or you keep on struggling with these addictions and you can never get it right, and they always want you to be a certain way, and you're trying and you just can't be that certain way that they want you to be, or do everything that they want you to do, or meet every single one of their needs. You need to check that, okay? You need to take inventory of the people in your life. In other words, are they making deposits into my life that are hopeful, seedful, positive? You know, are they striving towards something great and helping me get to that level? Or are they taking withdrawals by reminding you of how you used to be back in the day, or how you're not making the right choices, or how you're not meeting all their needs, or how they're not happy, or how they don't feel loved? And okay, there's some key principles here. Is you gotta love yourself, number one, 110%, because you can't give that out if you don't have it. In other words, if your cup is halfway full, you're not gonna give out a full cup. Okay, it's common sense, right? So if you don't really truly love yourself, you can't really truly express that to anybody else. And that can't be expressed authentically, because when you express your love, you're expressing it with the expectation of getting something back in return. That's not love. Okay, that is doing something with the expectations of getting something in return, which is a reward, or something that you expected in your mind to get back. Selfless love comes from you first, then you can authentically give that love out to people, and with no judgment and no expectation, right? So first love yourself, and then everything else will follow. You'll be more confident, you'll feel more hopeful, you'll start pursuing things that you never thought you can do. You would take chances, you would take risks, because you believe in yourself, and you haven't looked for anybody else to give you something that you yourself haven't already given to you, which is really important, because a lot of people go out there and they try to get something from somebody or something. They try to acquire things. You go to a job and you ask them, how much are you going to get paid? How many days off? What are your roles and responsibilities? You try to get the most amount of money for the least amount of work. Okay, you try to get the most amount of relationship with the least amount of work. You try to get the most amount of blessings with the least amount of sacrifice. You try to get the most amount of love with the least amount of effort. You know, it just doesn't work like that. I gotta get married, or I have to have kids so I can feel worthy, or feel like I'm a whole person, or I'm a lovable person. That's the wrong way of looking at it and getting into something. Okay, if I go into a race thinking I'm not gonna do it, or if I think I'm not good enough, it's never gonna happen. I'm not gonna do it. So if you're thinking you're gonna get into a marriage thinking that, oh man, I'm a half of a person here, or I wonder if they're gonna treat me right, or I wonder if the relationship's gonna last, you're already going in it losing. So this is everything in life. Yes, it's risky. Yes, you're gonna get hurt. Yes, there's gonna be a lot of pain. That's part of it. Don't ask for the kids if you're not willing to raise them when they're not paying attention to you, or they're disrespecting you. Don't ask for the marriage when you're not really willing to work out a relationship in the beginning stages, right? True partnership, true people that'll be around with you, will help lift you up, help you strive to become a better person. They'll make deposits. They'll pick up the slack when you can't do it. They will make accommodations and grace and mercy when you're busy and you're working, or you gotta pursue something, or you gotta slay some giants, right? People will make allowances and grace for that. That's true love.